What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Now YouTube channel. Is there anything more self-centered and egotistical than making a video about yourself taking a personality test while you sit with a beautiful piece of artwork of your own face? There's probably not. So welcome to the most self-centered video you will watch today. Now, I'm doing this personality test from 16personalities.com. Somebody sent it to me. And said this is apparently like the best, most accurate personality test there is out there, and I am always on a quest to learn more and understand myself better. And so I'm going to take this personality test today. So here we go, the 16 personalities, Myers-Briggs personality test, to see what the hell is wrong with Now. Fast and easy, less than 12 minutes. All right, I hope so. As long as it's over 10 minutes so I can get the extra YouTube ad, then we're good. Fast and easy. Be yourself. Be yourself. Who am I? Now, answer honestly, even if you don't like the answer. Well, this is probably easier to answer fully honestly if I'm not doing this on the internet in front of people, but I will do my best. Complete it all. Try not to leave any neutral answers. All right, here we go. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Kind of. Sometimes. I'm going to go slightly towards agree. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Absolutely. I am an idealist dreamer. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. Agree. I'm not going to go fully, because sometimes I plan some things, but I'm not very good at that. I'm more of just kind of a wing it sort of person. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has taken place. Disagree. I usually feel good about my words, even if they're stupid. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not to try to solve their problem. I used to be the person that was like, just try and solve everyone's problems with logic, but I've realized that you can't do that. So now I would say, my first instinct is to support them my first instinct is not to support them emotionally. It's to support them with logic and solve their problem. So I'm gonna have to go closer to agree. People can rarely upset you. Yeah. I mean sometimes, but I'm gonna go pretty close to agree. People don't upset me, but you know what upsets me? The heat and lack of arrogance. I'm sorry, I'll try and not do that. You rarely worry if you make a good impression on someone you met. Yeah, I would say sometimes I'm like, not really. Mostly agree. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. Absolutely 1,000,000% disagree. It's my favorite thing to do, spend a weekend by myself. You are more of a detail-oriented person than a big picture person. Is there something further than disagree? I am the least detail-oriented person and the most big picture person that I have ever met. You are very affectionate with people you care about. I don't really know. Like I say I love you to my family. I'm not like that, like affectionate. Let's see. Yeah, let's go run the mill, because I'm not like a cold, evil person either. This is fun. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. It might look like this is all just a huge tornado of chaos, and it is, actually. It is. But I have kind of like a little bit of a careful approach in area where I hope this tornado goes. So I'm going to go to slightly more towards agree. You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Disagree. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. Not really. I think one of my favorite phrases in life is pull the trigger. Just do it. So, kind of disagree. Mostly disagree. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I can. I know a lot of times you see me kind of like screaming and looking like I'm freaking out. But on the inside, I actually feel pretty calm. You might not believe that one. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Disagree. I'm not good. I'm not good at that. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Agree. My shit is weird. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. No, because I think it... this one's tough. Now, this is one of the ones where you like doing this on the internet makes you feel a little bit weird. It is sometimes okay to step on others. That sounds horrible. But I think it, like, I look at this in kind of in terms of competition, not step on somebody innocent or, you know, somebody that isn't competing with you. So like if you're competing with somebody, and this kind of probably comes back to my sports athletic mindset, I think it is okay. So in those types of terms, it is okay to step on others to get ahead in life. When you're in direct competition with them, playing fairly, and they're trying to step on you, I would say it is okay. So I'm going to go not fully, I'm going to go right there. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Agree. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Disagree. But I make a lot of mistakes, but I feel like I always just learn from them. So I'm like, all right, don't do that again. And it doesn't make me feel like, I can't do this. So I go disagree. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yeah, I'm never the type to go up and be like, hey, I'm Nick. Hey, good to meet you. What's your name? You lose an interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Disagree. That's when it gets the best. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Disagree. I've shed tears. Man tears. You think, especially as like a football player, oh, you never cry. But like, I think I cried or like shed tears both when we lost the German Bowl and when we won. So I'm just a crybaby. So disagree. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Agree. I like that stuff. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you listen to your heart rather than your head. I feel like I listen to both. I feel like when usually my heart and my head kind of align together. Like say the life-changing decision for me was like leave film school, move to Germany to play football. My heart was all in it, but then my head also was like, this is a good plan for you. You could go play football and make a film and start a YouTube channel. So I'm going to go middle of the road. Usually you prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. You often make decisions on a whim. Agree. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Agree. I love hanging out, just me and Nalf. We have a lot of conversations in my head. You often put effort into interpreting the real meaning or message of a song or a movie. Agree. You always know exactly what you want. For the most part, yeah. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Yeah, agree. I don't know, I feel like I'm on my certain path in life, and every choice and decision move has brought me to here, and this is where I'm supposed to be. So I agree that I rarely think about that. I'm like, oh, what could have been? When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. I found out, I think actually I like to be in crowded areas, but like by myself. So like one of my favorite things to do, I think I've said this before, is go in the beer garden in Schwäbisch Hall by myself and read a book. So then I'm kind of like around people, but I'm still able to be with my thoughts. But then I get like the energy of the people. So kind of middle of the road. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. No, I prefer to just wing it and see where we get. Disagree. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Somebody thinks highly of me? Yeah, kind of. Like a little bit. I have this thing called Imposter Syndrome, where like, especially with the YouTube, I feel like I don't... It's a strange thing. It's like, when I look and see I have 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm like, why? Why are people watching what I do? And so I kind of have a little bit of this imposter syndrome thing where it's like, do I deserve this? So yeah, I kind of do have that. I hope I don't disappoint you all. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking a conversation. Disagree. I'm not good at that. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Agree. You look after yourself first, and others come in second. I agree. And this is another one that sounds kind of bad, but my philosophy is that if you cannot help and take care of others unless you take care of yourself first, for the most part. I mean, there are exceptions to that, but as a baseline rule, I do agree with that. I hope I don't sound like a dick. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Absolutely. This is what I spend most of my time thinking about. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. I don't have any feelings and emotions. I'm a football player. A linebacker? So, no. Actually, I have no problem with it, I don't think, but I don't talk about them often. If somebody asks me or if I'm having a conversation about it, I think I feel fine. So, we'll go with more towards agree. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. 100% agree. And this is why I always say that I'm an introvert. You know, and people always say, like, you're not an introvert, you have a YouTube channel and do all this stuff. But like the definition of introvert and extrovert is like an introvert is somebody who gains energy being alone, and an extrovert is somebody who gains energy by being with other people. I'm definitely an introvert, so yes. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Oh, I don't think, this one's tough. Sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me, and sometimes I let my logic get the best of me, and so I'm gonna have to go middle of the road. After a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. Disagree. I need basically 12 hours of sleep, watch a movie, and be by myself. Still honor the commitments you have made, even if you have made a change of heart. Yeah, mostly agree. Rarely feel insecure. Yeah. I don't feel too insecure. I have a lot. I know I don't have a lot of flaws and stuff like that, but I think I've come to accept them. So I'll say agree. Here we go. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see what kind of monster I am. Just a moment. Here we go. The Mediator. INFP. Mediator personality. All right. Well, let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Mediator personalities are true idealists, always looking for the hint of good even in the worst of people and events, searching for ways to make things better. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. Comprising just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the mediator personality type, but when they find like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a fountain of joy and inspiration. Interesting. All right, let's read more about this. Let's see if this is accurate, if this is really who I am. Let's see what the strengths and weaknesses of this is. Mediator. See what we got. Mediator strengths. Idealistic. I am that. Mediator's friends and loved ones will come to admire and depend on them for their optimism, their unshaken belief that all people are inherently good, perhaps simply misunderstood, lends itself to an incredibly resilient attitude in the face of hardship. People with the mediator personality type have no interest in having power over others and don't care for domineering attitudes at all. They prefer a much more democratic approach and work hard to ensure that every voice and perspective is heard. Maybe, I don't know. Open-minded and flexible. They dislike being constrained by the rules. I do hate rules, so that's good. Passionate and energetic. That could be me. See, I'm worried that a lot of these, like, the strengths or weaknesses they put on these, you could just put for anybody. Like, creative, passionate, open-minded, dedicated and hardworking. While others focus on challenge of the moment they may give up when the going gets tough, mediators, especially assertive ones, have the benefit of the far-reaching vision to help them through. One of my favorite phrases is, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So maybe. Here we go. Let's get into this. The weaknesses. Too idealistic. Mediators often take their idealism too far, setting themselves up for disappointment as, again and again, evil things happen in the world. This is true on a personal level. Sure. Mediators sometimes see themselves as selfish, but only because they want to give so much more than they are able to. This becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy as they try to push themselves to commit to a chosen cause or person, forgetting to take care of the needs of others in their lives, especially themselves. Interesting. Impractical. When something captures a mediator's imagination, they can neglect practical matters like day-to-day maintenance and simple pleasures. That's very true. Rudy can speak to this. Day-to-day maintenance. Oh, this is true. so far as to neglect eating and drinking as they pursue their passion or cause. I do that. I'll go for 20 hours without eating or drinking. Dislike dealing with data. Often so focused on the big picture, they forget that the forest is made of individual trees. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Difficult to get to know. Mediators are private, reserved, and self-conscious. This makes them notoriously difficult to get to know unless they put their entire life on the internet, and the need for these qualities contributes to the guilt they often feel for not giving more of themselves to those they care about. Mediators you may know: J.R.R. Tolkien, Billy Shakespeare, Bjork, Alicia Keys, Tom Hiddleston, Julia Roberts, William Wordsworth, I don't know who that is, Johnny Depp. You're telling me I'm like Captain Jack Sparrow? Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll put the link to this interesting personality test in the description. This is 16personalities.com. It's free. This is not a sponsorship or anything. You guys know I don't do any of that. I was gonna if Knoppers would have sponsored me, but they didn't. So this is just, yeah, check it out, I guess, if you want to get to know about yourself. And I'm going to go continue to read and learn about myself, I guess. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.